I'm Travis and this is Banack Industries. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, this is our 2003 Ford Ranger mud truck project. I'm Travis. Now today we have a winch to mount on the front. I got a 9,500 pound Schmitty-built winch that I picked up, and then we got to start building the front bumper. Now if you didn't see the last video, we built a rear bumper for this truck. Link will be below. And make sure you head on over, check us out on our social media accounts. We have Facebook and we have Instagram. Both those will also be linked down below in the description. Now, we still don't have a name for this truck, so comment below what you think we should name the truck. We do have a few ideas. The one we're kind of staying with, it was also my girlfriend's idea, is Ranger Rick. So comment, let us know what you think. Also, make sure to share and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. So let's go get to work. This is the front of our truck. Now, it's got there's a transmission cooler. We're gonna have to remove that, relocate it. Also, I want to mount the winch is gonna be mounted on a piece of 3/8 plate that'll go across here. So this cross support we're actually gonna get rid of. And of course, our new winch plate, it'll kind of be a replacement for that. Now also, I'm going to be cutting most of the cross support here out that the grill would have mounted to, just to get rid of that. And then our new bumper and stuff, it will all kind of tie in here once we get to that point. But yeah, that's what we're going to get started with. I'm going to start by cutting out everything and unbolting the trans cooler. So I'm going to set you guys up on a time lapse, and I've been doing that here in the last few videos. Be sure to comment below if you like that style. I'm just trying to keep our times down, try and make them not as boring, and for lots of the cutting and stuff, you guys understand what cutting metal is. So I don't want to take too much time out of the video just showing me cutting stuff, but make sure to comment. I want to know your guys' feedback if you like that style of video, because then I will keep doing it. Or if you want more of an instructional video, that's things we can do. I just want to hear feedback from you guys, so make sure to do that. Well, I'm back here. I was able to get that front cross support cut out. Now it's all just plastic, so it was nice and easy. Of course, cut all that cross member off the front, kind of cleaned up the frame. Now I went ahead, I set our 3/8 plate on here. One thing I'm going to have to do is, of course, center from here to here and here to here to make sure our winch is perfect. And now for the sides, I got these 3/8 plates. So what I want to do is we're actually going to come down, and either way it happens, but this kind of has like this dislodge here where it's not completely flat. So I'm either going to bring something out here, or I'm going to try and bash that in so this is flat. I'm also drill a hole. We'll have 2 bolts holding this in, and that'll bolt right there. And then of course we'll weld this winch plate right to the top, because I should be able to do that. And of course I got pieces for each side. And then I'll cap in these with some 3/16 plate. And then I got my other D-rings that'll go on front. So I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta figure out my drill holes for this, and then I'll get the winch mounted to the plate. I'll get these kind of flattened out. I'll get this drilled. I got some work left to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount that stuff. And then once I'm back, I'll get you guys set up on a time lapse, kind of get everything figured out, and catch back up to you guys in a little bit. Alright, so we got our winch, it's mounted to the plate. Now we got our side brackets on there, nice old heavy welds. Because this is 3/8 plate, I actually stepped up my welder, 21 volts and about 230 wire speed, just so I could get a really good penetration and nice thick weld. Of course I stacked these just to make it that much thicker and just kind of make sure this edge is nice. So we got two 5/8 bolts. Of course, one was we already had a hole through the frame, and then the second one we had to drill. So we got those both in. So we got four 5/8 bolts holding this front, well, winch mount, soon to be bumper on. Now the next thing I gotta go do is we have this controller for the winch. Now there's a few options on how you can mount them. Of course, the first option, they say you can mount it like that, which I'm trying to put a light bar somewhere in about there, so I don't want that. But they also have a bracket so you can mount it kind of here, which I think will be the best option for us. So it utilizes these two bolt holes here, with this little bracket here. So I have to remove this one bolt, and then there's a hole here for the other bracket, or other bolt, sorry, and then it'll go there, and then that box will go on top. So once we get the controller mounted, all the wires hooked up for the winch, then I have to run power and ground. I've already looked at the switch. I'll probably just plug it in, run it across the hood, and use it that way for now. Eventually I do want to put a switch inside the cab, but we'll get there. So yeah, I'm gonna set you guys up. I gotta do all the wiring there, but I'll make sure you guys can kind of see what we're doing. update for you guys. Now, it's been a couple hours since I checked in. I went ahead, we switched out our battery terminals. They're just a connector. So we got new ones for the positive and ground. Now these I needed to do so we can hook the power and ground for the winch up once we get there. But I went ahead, I capped off the frame rails just to kind of keep dirt out in case, because we'll probably end up ramming these into the dirt a time or two. We got the AC condenser here. Now it's just kind of loose because the bracket we had to take off because it mounted there. We're actually going to take the condenser out. The AC doesn't work in this truck to begin with. Just one thing, I don't want to take it out just yet just because I'm busy welding. The Freon that they use in these, if it gets to any spark and is a flammable source, it'll actually let off kind of a poisonous gas. So I want to be really careful. I'll take those out once I'm done here today. Then I'll wash the truck. Just give it a good day or two to, or a good day, sorry, to kind of defume. And then it should be good tomorrow to work on again. But I got the, oh, I also went ahead, because we had all this cross support stuff here for the fender. Now I cut that all out just so we have good access to the front tires. And of course with that new bumper that I'm building, it'll come up and kind of encase some of this. But just wanted to give as much clearance for those tires, just for when we're playing in the mud and in the rocks, just so I'm able to get up on stuff, won't be hanging up. Really, I don't have to worry about these tires, but once we put the new ones on, I would have cut that shit out anyways. So just doing it now. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at with things. I got, I'm gonna throw this back up on there. And then I got, where are they? These, which are the same pieces that I had for the rear D-ring hooks. So I'm gonna be welding these in the corner pockets here. They'll kind of sit something like that, and then of course I'll clean this all up and make it easy so we can access them. But was gonna weld these to the front of the frame. Didn't like that just because I won't have enough thickness, so I feel if we go off there and then just in the off chance it wants to bend, the 3/8 plate's not going to bend. This frame rail there, it's between, you know, like 1/8 inch and 3/16 thickness, so I don't want to put too much stress on that just as is. But I gotta get back to work. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in 9 a.m. next Thursday. New video will be up. We'll be continuing this. We gotta then complete the front bumper, finish wiring the winch in, and then we got another treat that'll be going on the front of the truck. Thanks for watching.